How does bond formation occurs in chloromethane CH3Cl? That we will see in this video. Hello friends, myself Sunil Kumar Jadhav. Basic science, or we can say basic chemistry for class 10th, 11 and 12, in which this is basic organic chemistry, bonding in CH3Cl. CH3Cl is the formula and its IUPAC name is chloromethane. First of all, we'll see this CH3Cl. This is Cl, chlorine, bromine, iodine, all these are from the halogen group, and along with that one carbon is attached, that is CH3Cl. Its common name, CH3Cl has the common name methyl chloride, but while we are talking about IUPAC name, IUPAC name means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry had given certain rule to nomenclature the any compound of chemistry, that is here we are talking about organic compound. In that, first of all you can see, for one carbon we are calling as methane, for two carbon ethane, three carbon propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, that way. Along with that you can see this is halogen group is attached. So how you can write the IUPAC name of such compound, in which we will use first prefix, then we will write it that name of any alkane. We can say prefix plus name of alkane. Here you can see prefix will use it for halogen group. This is chlorine, so we will write it chloro, but it is halo. It is from halogen group, so we will write it halo plus name of the alkane. Whatever alkane is there, that name we will write it. Either it is methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, that way, on the basis of number of carbon. Here you can see it is chlorine. So for chlorine we will write the prefix chloro. So we will write it here chloro plus alkane is what? That one carbon we are writing it as methane. So what would be the IUPAC name of this compound? That is chloro plus methane. It will be chloromethane. This is how you can write the IUPAC name for the compound having halogen group. Halogen we are writing in prefix plus alkane. Here it is called halo. Halogen means halo plus alkane. So here it is chlorine. So it is chloromethane. If it is bromine, bromomethane. If it is iodine, iodomethane, and so on. So now we will see the bonding in CH3Cl. Here first of all, while we are showing the bonding for this CH3Cl, first of all we will see which atoms are present here. Number one, that is carbon. So we will write it. One atom is carbon. Another one, that is hydrogen. And the third one, that is chlorine. These are the three elements present in this compound. So first of all we'll write its valency. While we are writing about the valency, first of all we want to write the electronic configuration. What is the atomic number of carbon? That is, we know atomic number of carbon. Here we will write it atomic number. Atomic number of carbon in our periodic table, the carbon is at what position? Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. It is at 6 number. So it is 6. Hydrogen we know its atomic number is 1. And if we are talking about chlorine, its atomic number is 17. 1, 7. We can write it electronic configuration. Electronic configuration. In short I have written electronic configuration. If we want to write it for carbon, it is 6. So we should write it 2. In first orbit there will be 2 number of electrons, and in the second orbit this is 6. So 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. In the second orbit there will be 4 number of electron. Similar way for the hydrogen, you can see it is only 1 electron. So in the outermost orbit there will be only 1 electron. We are talking about chlorine, it is 17. For 17 how can we write it? For the 17 we can write it in first orbit 2 electron, second one 8 electron. You can see 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. Remaining is 7. So in the outermost orbit there will be 7 number of electron. So the number of electron in the outermost orbit is considered as its valency. So here what's valency is there for everyone? We'll write it. Valency for each element. For this you can see in the outermost orbit 4 electrons are there, so its valency will be 4. To complete the octet structure means 8 number of electron, if it wanted to complete in the outermost orbit, it has to gain or lose 4 number of electron. If you are talking about hydrogen, it has to make it 2 and it has 1, so its valency is again in the outermost orbit 1 electron, so it is 1. In this element, that is chlorine, in the outermost orbit there are 7 number of electron. To complete the octet, how many number of electrons are required? That is what we consider as its valency. So here there are 7 number of electrons, so 1 number of electron is required, so its valency is 1. In this case, hydrogen and chlorine both has the valency 1. In short, we can call it all those has the valency like 4, 1 and 1. Now we'll see how does the bonding formation. You know the base compound, that is base element, is carbon. It has 4 valency. So we'll write the outermost orbit electron around this to show the electron dot structure. I will first explain with the electron dot structure and then we'll write its structural formula. Let us see. Carbon has 4 number of electron in the outermost orbit, so we'll show it around it. Carbon, I will write it here. That is 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is 4 electrons around the carbon. Outermost electron only we have to show it around the symbol of the element in electron dot structure. Here we are showing electron dot structure. Now to complete its octet, it require 4 more electron. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to complete it 8. So it is 4 more are required over here. So how does it happening? Hydrogen require 1. So here it will make the bond with 1 hydrogen. Hydrogen I will show it with the cross. Similar way, this 1 more hydrogen. You can see hydrogen has to complete its outermost orbit. You know it is in first orbit, so it has required 2 electron to complete the outermost orbit. So it is 1 and it will do the sharing of electron, we can say make the covalent bond with this electron of this carbon. So for hydrogen, its octet has complete. This hydrogen 1 and 2 number of electron, in which hydrogen has the 1 electron and 1 has been done with the sharing of this carbon. Similar way for this hydrogen, it is this. Again 1 more hydrogen will make here. So this is hydrogen, done. Now 1 more electron is remaining to complete its octet. So here it will make the covalent bond with the chlorine. How is it possible? First of all, I will write the chlorine. You know how many number of electrons in its outermost orbit? You can see there are 7 number of electrons. So all those 7 number of electrons will show it around. I will show it with the cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and this one 7. Now how many required? To make complete its octet, it's require 1. So it will do the sharing with this carbon and make the covalent bond this way. You can see. Now we'll calculate the valency of each of the element. For this hydrogen, you can see it require 1 more electron and to complete it 2 electrons are required. So hydrogen 1 and 2, its first orbit is filled with that 2 number of electron. This hydrogen 1 and 2 completed. This hydrogen 1 and 2 completed. This chlorine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So it has done the sharing with this electron of the carbon. So this is how it formed the covalent bond. Now if you are talking about this carbon, how many electrons it has required? We have already seen it requires 4 number of electrons. So that way we'll see this carbon has make the covalent bond. This is 1 and it share 1 electron with the chlorine. So 1 and 2. This is 1 electron of the carbon. It share 1 electron with the hydrogen. 1 and 2. This is 1 and sharing 1 with the hydrogen. 1 and 2. And here also it is 1 and 2. So we'll draw here this circle of the carbon. Now you can see in this circle we'll see the complete octet of this carbon. It requires 8 electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, it is the electron of its own, and 1, 2, 3, 4 more electrons. So carbon has completed its octet by gaining 4, or we can say it makes sharing of 4 electron along with 3 hydrogen and 1 chlorine. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 in this circle. For this chlorine, you can see this is a circle of the chlorine to complete its octet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. It is completed. Its octet is completed. For hydrogen, first orbit only 2 number of electrons are required, as we know. So for this hydrogen, this is a circle, that is hydrogen 1 and 2 electron, it is complete. For this hydrogen 1, 2 and for this hydrogen also 1 and 2. So all have completed its octet and the structure has been formed like this. You can see here it is a single bond. Again here it is single bond with the chlorine, single bond with the hydrogen and single bond with this hydrogen. So we can write the structure. This is what we call electron dot structure. I will write structural formula. What would be the structural formula? Let us see. This is one carbon. It is at the center. It has make one bonding with this hydrogen. So I will show one bonding hydrogen. Here you can see here one bonding with this hydrogen. At the bottom one bonding with the hydrogen. 1, 2 and 3. And here it makes the bonding with the chlorine. So this is its structural formula. CHHH and Cl, and its common formula, or we can say formula, we'll write it, then it is C 1, 2, 3 hydrogen, so we'll write it CH3 and this is Cl. So you can see this is how the covalent bond form of the carbon with 3 hydrogen and 1 chlorine, and that is how it forms the chloromethane. General name of this compound is methyl chloride, but in IUPAC we know that why does IUPAC require? IUPAC is an institute, that is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, which has given rules to nomenclature any compound in chemistry so that it would be common worldwide. So this is its IUPAC name, that is chloromethane. I hope you understand how does the bonding formation in chloromethane. In next video we'll see how does the bond formation occurs in bromomethane or bromoethane. I hope you understand this video. If you really understand and like it, then click on the like button and share with your friends. Thank you so much.